One of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded in Mexico struck off the country's southern coast last night. At least 60 people have been killed. The quake toppled hundreds of buildings and sent panicked people running into the streets in the middle of the night. Fox's William Lajeunesse has the latest.
It's one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded in Mexico, a powerful 8.1 magnitude quake hitting the state of Chiapas near the border with Guatemala late Thursday night. Hundreds of buildings heavily damaged or destroyed, and nearly 2 million initially lost power, though much of that service has since been restored. Schools are now closed in at least 11 states throughout Mexico, with the quake felt as far north as Monterrey. There was significant impact in Mexico City, where tremors forced thousands of evacuations as windows broke and walls collapsed.
I had never lived through anything like that. I had experienced tremors before, but never heard the walls creak, lights going out.
When we were going down the stairs, it shook even stronger, and it felt like we were getting rung, and that was terrible.
The quake was the most powerful recorded in over 100 years. The Mexican government issued a tsunami warning, but no significant wave surges have been detected. Mexico's president says aftershocks are of a greater concern. He's promising a strong government response, but with the epicenter in a remote area, it will take time to fully assess the damage.
We have already received reports of loss of human life and of material damage that we cannot yet quantify. We will do that in the coming hours and days.
The earthquake comes as Mexico is bracing for yet another natural disaster, with Hurricane Katia likely to bring flooding to the Gulf state of Veracruz on Saturday. In Los Angeles, William Lajeunesse, Fox News.
Now, a lot of people here in Central Texas believe they felt the Mexican earthquake. The U.S. Geological Survey received more than 200 notifications. Fox 7's Rudy Koski is live downtown with more on that. Rudy.
Hi, Mike. Experts in seismic activities say feeling a magnitude 8 earthquake more than 1,000 miles away in Austin is unusual, but not impossible. And while a lot of reports were tied to the event in Mexico, a UT expert today noted the earth was also shaking last night, a lot closer to home. Austin is situated along the Balcones Fault line, which has not had a seismic event in modern history. But it's not uncommon for people in Central Texas to feel an earthquake with an epicenter that's hundreds of miles away. Thursday night, about the time that a magnitude 8 earthquake rocked southern Mexico, social media erupted in Austin. A little before midnight, Fox 7's Rebecca Thomas asked, "Did anyone just feel a small earthquake?" Several people responded. Nabal Io posted he thought it was a train. Adriana Aldrine said it caused her lamp to vibrate. Will Everett felt his apartment sway for 20 to 30 seconds. And Jason Pappas posted that 2 tremors were felt near I-35 and 32nd Street. According to the United States Geological Survey, the epicenter of the earthquake in Mexico is located 650 miles southwest of Mexico City. The wave from that quake was tracked as it expanded out past the capital city. University of Texas geophysicist Thorsten Becker doubts the event was strong enough to rock buildings in Austin, but admits that people living in a high-rise could have felt something.
This is a very large earthquake, and instrumentally, with our seismometers, we can measure these events globally. But locally, you should really not see much shaking once you're outside range of, say 1,000 miles or more.
Becker says he was surprised to see that there were so many local reports on the USGS website. He also found it interesting that 2 other seismic events took place overnight. The USGS and the Center for Earthquake Research and Information at the University of Memphis recorded seismic activity Thursday night and early Friday morning in the U.S. A 4.3 earthquake took place near Stillwater just before 9:30. And early Friday morning, south of Pueblo, near the Colorado-New Mexico state line, a 3.7 earthquake took place. Now, Professor Becker says it's possible some people here in the Austin area may have gotten confused with the Colorado and Oklahoma earthquakes with what happened in Mexico. He also said that that UT is working on its own seismic reporting network for Texas, and it's believed, he says, that it may go online by the end of this year or sometime earlier next year. Now back to you in the studio.